Hello, good to see you. I'm Blair Jacobs. And joining me in the Business Lounge today is Chris Thompson from Seed Stacked, based in Hull. And Chris, very good to see you and thanks for coming in. I think you better explain first why you used to be known as the Lightning, because that was your name, wasn't it?
It was indeed, yeah. Chris Lightning, the professional wrestler, as I was back then. I left school when I was 18, went to America, was trained professionally, and toured America, England, Asia, wrestling. Like I say, it was my dream, what I always wanted to do. Needless to say, I was a lot bigger back then than I am right now, but I still had the same hair. It's the only thing I brought forward.
Why is it everybody in wrestling has long hair?
I don't know, I think it adds to the effect.
Yeah, maybe it does.
I performed until I was about 21. Unfortunately, I got diagnosed with a stomach condition called Crohn's disease, and I lost a lot of weight. I lost 4 stone in 6 months, and I needed to do something about my diet. So set about looking into it and changing my diet around, changing my lifestyle around, and started making things in my kitchen to get better. I wanted to do it naturally rather than go to the doctors and be prescribed a bunch of pills. So I looked into nutritional benefits of different foods, and I kept coming across seeds for their amazing health benefits. For Crohn's disease, they've got anti-inflammatory properties, so they help reduce swelling within the body, and they can do that for any condition that's an inflammatory condition, so asthma, arthritis, anything where the swelling needs to be reduced. And seeds themselves are just fantastic for us. I always say a seed has enough nutrition, has enough information, nutrition, for a plant or a tree to grow. So by taking the seed straight from the source, we're really getting that hit of vitamins and minerals that we all need.
But what was it about this that made you want to go out and find out for yourself? There must be products that deal... Crohn's disease has been around for years. There must be products already on the market for it.
And for me, I always think if you get a condition, you need to be the expert on it. You need to really look into it, what you can do to affect yourself. Nobody knows your body like yourself. And going to the doctors and having a conversation rather than being told what to do. So it was just a case of, researching, looking at all the different foods, things that could do this naturally. And seeds kept coming back as an amazing thing.
And the more research you did, is that when you realised there was a business opportunity here?
Definitely, yeah. The more I did, after sort of 3 or 4 years, I was placed in remission, which means, I'm in a good state of health. You keep Crohn's disease for life, but you get in a good place. And once I was placed in remission, I really thought, you know what, there's something in this. The seeds are great, but they're quite boring to eat on their own. So it was about making them interesting and making them convenient for people. And when I was placed in remission, I thought, right, I focused on myself for so long now. Let's start selling them. Let's start selling the products I made in my kitchen. And that's where we got them into the local university, Hull University, at Zing Smoothies, and started selling them. They were cling film wrapped, big slabs of bars made in my kitchen at home. And that's how it all began. What
about the business itself? I mean, clearly you've formed a company now, and you're trying to sell your product. Yes. How do you go about doing that? This is a very different environment from the one that you were used to.
Initially, I won a Dragon's Den style competition that was run by Peter Jones, and that gave me that initial boost and that initial confidence to know I'm onto something here. It's a good product, it's a good idea, so let's run with it. And that's where it all began, yeah. So now we're in Asda stores nationwide. We're on the nuts and seed stand where all the fruit and veggies are in there. We're in National Trust shops nationwide, independent health food shops, and of course online as well.
How long did it take to be taken seriously, for the company to be taken seriously?
I think, like with any business, you've got to take yourself seriously first. You've got to really focus on what you're doing, and once you believe in yourself and what you're doing, other people will start to. It's about putting that persona out there and putting that business out there and getting people to listen.
Clearly you are taken seriously. You mentioned you're already in Asda, on Asda's shelves. Yeah. How did you get that contract? Asda are huge.
They are, yeah. It's about banging on the doors and being persistent and really just going at them. If you've got the right product, if you've got the right pricing, if you've got the right production, you'll get your product there. You've just got to be persistent with it.
Where would you like to be in 5 years' time, do you think?
Well, we're growing the business quite organically at the moment. We're creating new products, which again is about making seeds interesting. So we've got some salad toppings, some breakfast toppings coming as well. It's a whole range of different ways we can go, and it's just really focusing on the right ways and which way forward will get us to where we want to be. One thing we don't want to do is tie this product to a condition, because it's not just good for people with Crohn's, it's great for everybody, and seeds are great for everybody. So we don't want to throw that stigma out there. It's quite frustrating because there's a lot of products, especially in the world we live in, the free-from world, so to speak, that are aimed at people with allergies and food intolerances. Now, these products are great for everybody, and they don't really get that education out there. So we want to really be seen as a company that's great for everybody, not just specific groups.
And as far as the business is concerned, I mean, clearly, if you're not going to make money, there's no point in being in business. How has the business experience been for you so far? It's
been a great one, an interesting one.
Big learning curve.
A big learning curve, yeah. You know, I started from scratch completely. I left school at 16, didn't go to university, and it was just learning on my feet, learning as I go, and it's the best way to learn. You know, you make some mistakes, but you learn from them. And you're right, it's finding that balance, because you know, you could have a great product, you could have a great everything about it, but if the business doesn't make money, you're not going to be in business. And it's finding that balance, and that's been one of the biggest lessons that I've learned throughout the whole process.
Thanks for coming in and telling us more about Seed Stacked, Chris. Nice to see you. Chris Thompson from Seed Stacked.